Welcome everyone. This is TNT Spices. Thank you for joining us. We always try to make unique and absolutely delicious recipes that you can use our products and other small craft makers products. Today we have another fantastic meal. We're going to make our own version of a lobster thermidor. This meal is going to be absolutely fantastic. Let's get started. I have a nice sized spaghetti squash. We're going to cut this in half. We're going to de-seed it, season it up, throw it in our oven. We're going to cook these inside of a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. We want to make sure that we put the cut side down so that any moisture renders out from our spaghetti squash. While our squash is in the oven, I've taken a pot of water, brought it to a boil, filled it with some salt, brought it back up to a boil. Now we're going to poach our lobster tails. These lobster tails are about 12-ounce lobster tails. Going to put both of them in. We're going to let these poach for about 6 to 8 minutes. It's been about 6 minutes. We are now going to remove our lobster tails, place them right into some ice water. Let's begin making the sauce for our lobster thermidor. I have a large pan. I'm going to take a tablespoon of butter. I have 1 portobello mushroom that I've chopped up. Now, this was in my freezer. I allowed it to defrost. I cut it up and I drained it off with a paper towel. If you have fresh, that would be better. I didn't have any on hand. I have 1 small onion that I diced up. Now, you can also use a shallot if you have those available. We're going to saute this until our onions have started to become a little bit translucent and caramelize. I have about 4 or 5 garlic cloves that I've minced up real well. We're going to cook these about a minute. Let's take all these mushrooms and onions out of our pan. Here I have 2 more tablespoons of butter. I have 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I'll whisk this together. I have 1 shot glass of brandy. Now you can use cognac if you have it as well. I'm going to cook this down by about half. Here I have Honeycups uniquely sharp mustard. Good heaping teaspoon of this. You can just simply use a Dijon mustard, but this mustard is quite unique, just as the label says. I also have our Get Hooked Cajun Masala.
You need Get Hooked Cajun Masala from TNT Spices. It's the 1-2 punch of Cajun spice and Indian magic.
I add a tablespoon. Here I have some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to mix in. Now, this is something you can go by eye instead of measurement. I have 6 ounces of Gruyere cheese that I shredded up. We're going to add this in. And if this begins to thicken up too tightly, we'll just add a little bit more cream. I've almost used the whole pint. I'm just going to finish it off. Remember our onions and mushroom and garlic? We're now going to place this back inside along with our lobster. Now here, I already took all the lobster out of the shell and chopped it up off camera. It's not 100% cooked because we only poached it for about 6 minutes. We don't want it fully cooked because we're going to continue to cook this. We're going to pour all of our lobster in. We're going to take this off the heat and we're going to place this to the side because our squash should be about ready. Let's also make some hush puppies, but not normal hush puppies. We're going to make actual hush puppy style bread, a spicy version. See these peppers here? I got these peppers from a place called Hellfire Farms. You can check them out online. Everything this gentleman has sent has been tremendous. These are some super hot peppers.
The merciless peppers of Quetzalcoatl.
You do not have to use peppers this spicy. You can use red bell or yellow bell, or you can exclude the peppers. Your choice. But we're going to make ourselves a very spicy hush puppy bread. In the bowl in front of me, I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of cornmeal, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now, I have some baking powder. We're going to take a teaspoon. I have some baking soda. I'm going to take a teaspoon. I have our all-purpose SPG. We're going to add a tablespoon. Now, I also have several wet ingredients. Here, I have a cup of buttermilk. Now, I keep this on hand at home. It's a dry buttermilk that you mix with water or skim milk is what I like to use. You blend it up and instantly you have buttermilk at home. I'm going to pour this full cup into our bowl here. I have 4 tablespoons of melted butter. I have 2 eggs. We're going to whisk this together. Now our dry ingredients, I'm going to whisk these together as well. With this mixed, we're now going to take our wet and we're going to add this in. Here I have a 1/2 cup of double smoked cheddar cheese that I grated up. I also have a couple green onions that I chopped up real well. And I have our peppers. Now while I've been making this, I have an oven that's been sitting at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Inside of that oven, I have a 10-inch cast iron pan that's been heating up inside the oven. We're going to pull that out now. Here I have 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to throw these in, swirl this around. Now we're going to take our hush puppy mix. Spread this around. We're going to throw this back inside of our oven. This is probably going to take about 20 to 25 minutes. When you get a toothpick that comes out clean, you'll know it's done. Our squash finished cooking around the 50-minute mark. I took it out. I allowed it to cool down some so that this way I can work with it. I'm going to take each half. I'm going to take a fork. I'm going to gently scoop the squash out. We'll do this with each of our squashes. I've scooped out our squash, but not all of it. You'll see that there's still some in here, but the large majority has been scooped out of both of our halves. Placed it in our mixing bowl. Here I have our lobster mixture. We're going to put all of it right in with this squash. We're just going to fold this in. And we're going to fill both halves as evenly as we can. Next, I have another 6-ounce pack of Gruyere cheese. I'm going to lay this over top of these. I have our Get Hooked Cajun masala. I have some green onions. We're going to place this back inside of our oven to allow this to all melt down and becomes a little golden brown. Our Hush Puppy cornbread is finished. Smells amazing. I'm going to let this cool off some, then we'll cut a piece of it off to serve with our meal. These are finished cooking. We're going to plate everything up. Took our Hush Puppy cornbread, placed some butter on top with a little bit of honey drizzle. This is going to be delicious, everybody. Thank you for joining us here at TNT Spices. God bless each and every one of you.
TNT Spices, that's the spot.